Our last guests today are Adam and Hilary Thompson, who are physician assistants at Novant Health Seaside Family Medicine. Well, welcome to the show today, guys.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you, Adam, Hilary. So nice to see you.
You too.
So I want to start off by sort of introducing you to the community. And so tell us a little bit about your education and your background. Let's start with you, Adam.
Well, we met, both of us met in school at Penn College up in Pennsylvania. And then we moved down here shortly after we graduated. And I started working in Columbus County in internal medicine, and Hilary started here in Brunswick County.
Hilary, tell me a little bit about your program. Now, you're physician's assistants, is that correct?
Yes.
And both of you are? And let's talk a little bit about what that means.
Okay, well, physician assistants are licensed to practice medicine, so we can order and interpret lab and test results. We treat common and also complex, both acute and chronic illnesses, and we write prescriptions, but all within the supervision of a physician.
So in your office, it's the two of you seeing patients and along with your staff. Is that correct?
Yes.
How long have you been in Brunswick County?
We've been here 8 years.
8 years. Wow. And let's talk a little bit about your practice. Now, I know that your practice has been there quite a while, but you've recently joined the Novant Medical Group, and that occurred when?
About 3 months ago.
So how are things going? Are they going well?
They're going well. It's it's been a little bit of a transition, but things are going real well. We're pleased.
Yeah. Well, what made you decide to join Novant Health as opposed to remaining independent?
Well, with the changing climate in healthcare and the regulations, it was much more difficult for a small independent practice to keep up with all of that, and it was unfortunately taken time away from patient care hours for us, and we just thought it would be a good fit for us and for our patients.
That's wonderful. We're so happy to have you as part of our family, and I'm so happy that you decided to choose us. Now, is there a specific age group that you all treat?
We see all ages, newborns all the way up to senior citizens, so we see all ages.
That's great, because some people at some practices that's not the case, and I think it's nice when the entire family can see the providers, because I think it gives you, I could be wrong, but I think it gives you a better perception of what's happening in that patient's life. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, we see all generations, and
you probably see the baby, the mom, the grandma, the grandpa, really? That's interesting. So I know that you are close to Sunset Beach. So tell me about the tourist situation in the summer. How do you work that?
It can get a little crazy. We do see a fair amount of tourists, because we recognize there's a need for that in the summer in that location. So we do see tourists and treat, acute illnesses and injuries. We really tried to focus on family medicine, primary care, but we do recognize that need, so we do see a good number of those in the summer.
How about with walk-ins? Do you accept walk-in patients?
We do.
So that would help with the summer tourists.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, most of the time that's the case with them just walking in off the beach.
With those nasty cuts and all that. Jelly
Sunburns.
jelly sting, or what are they called? Jellyfish. You probably see a few of those, don't you? Tell me about what services that you offer at Seaside Family Medicine. Do you do?
We provide pretty much a comprehensive care. For family medicine, we do acute and chronic disease management. We treat minor illnesses and injuries. Physical exams with sports physicals, child's. We've got an on-site lab that we can do blood work. In C-Trail, where our office is located, they've also got the imaging there through the hospital that we can do x-rays.
Great.
So we can provide a pretty comprehensive care.
Do either of you have a special interest in a particular area of medicine?
I actually am interested in dermatology.
Really?
I had worked for about 2 years in dermatology before we did family practice. So I do a fair amount of excisions, biopsies, treating both benign and cancerous skin lesions. And I also have an interest in women's health issues.
And that's real important, and I'm glad to hear you say that. Because personally, I like to go one spot.
Right.
And so it sounds to me like you have the exact practice for something like that. You pretty much don't need to go anywhere unless you would need a specialist or something, or surgeon or something like that. Yeah, I think that's great, and I think that Sunset Beach area is a great place to have a practice like that. You're taking new patients?
We are. We both are.
Awesome. Well, tell me how we would schedule an appointment with you. How might we do
Well,
that?
you could always call the office, 575-3923. And you could also schedule online.
Really?
Through MyChart, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You guys have MyChart.
That's right.
That's a wonderful tool. I'm on MyChart, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had forgotten about that. So thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
But they can call your office again. What's that phone number?
575-3923.
Great. Well, I would love to have you back after you've been in the family for a little while and see how things are going. We'll do a little pulse check. How would that be?
That would
Sounds
be
great.
Is there anything else that you would like to add before we close?
Just that we're really looking forward to continuing to provide great medical care within the community, and we're excited to have partnered with Novant so that they can share in this journey with us.
Well said. I love that. It's all about patient care, and when you do a good job at that, everything else falls in place. So welcome to Novant Health. Thanks for choosing us, and we'll have you back real soon.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome.